Hi everybody, it's Shirley from Tangled Artistic Designs. I'm just doing a little experiment here with a part of some paintings on different canvas preparations to see which one I like the best. This one is just off-the-shelf canvas, pre-primed with gesso. I didn't do anything to it, opened the package and started painting. I just wanted to show you how the ink flows here. Sorry for the position of my hand, I'm not used to doing videos, but I'll learn. But the ink does flow fairly nicely. You need to use a lot more ink, and it does stain a lot more. Once the color's down, it doesn't move very much after that. So you got to keep it moist, or keep it the alcohol on there to keep moving that ink. Once it dries, that's pretty much it. It does blend fairly good too. You do see the texture of the canvas quite a bit in the picture. So if you like that, that's perfect. Sometimes I like it. Some of the canvases I've been playing with recently, that's all I've done. I haven't prepped the canvas, I've just painted, and I quite like it. This canvas I prepped with one layer of white gesso. That was another suggestion on the forum. Some people like that. Again, you still need to use a little bit more ink than on synthetic paper. The ink didn't move around all that much, and it was quite hard to move the ink. Like you can see here, I put down the ink and then I tried to blend, and it was hard to get it to blend. So if you keep the alcohol on there and keep it wet, then it's not so bad, but it was hard to get that ink to pick up and blend afterwards. Needed a lot more ink to do that. So I wasn't fond of this one. I probably won't be using that method myself. Finally got it to blend a little bit there. It's a lot more work. And then this canvas, what I did with it is I sanded the canvas and then I put a layer of latex primer on. Kills 2 is supposedly the best. I couldn't get it in my area. They're all out. All the stores are out for now. So I used Seco latex primer. I think any latex primer will probably work. I did 2 coats of that, sanding in between, and then I put a layer of varnish on. Somebody said, try a layer of varnish and the inks will move nice. Well, they do move nice, but I wasn't fond of the texture. Now, of course, this is a glass varnish. You could have used a matte varnish. It made a difference, but I just didn't like the way it finished off. So I didn't do a whole lot more with that canvas. This canvas is again primed with 2 layers of latex primer, sanding in between to make it nice and smooth. And I found the inks moved quite nicely. Better than with non-prepped canvas, not as quite as synthetic, of course. But it did move quite nice, and I liked the texture. With having sanded, you don't get that canvas, as much of the canvas texture coming through, and I kind of liked that. So you kind of get the look and feel of canvas with not quite the texture. And the inks did blend fairly well. They do stain a little bit, but not a lot. It was much easier to pick up the color when I was combining some colors. At the end, I'll show you a finished picture of this one, but I did find that I liked the way the inks moved. It wasn't so hard and didn't have to use quite so much alcohol to get everything to move. So I think out of all of them, that one was my favorite. And that's probably the way that I'm going to be prepping the canvases in the future for myself. If I just want to grab one off the shelf, I was happy with that too. So those are probably my 2 favorites. And there's a picture of the finished ones at the end. I only finished 2 of them. Top left is just plain canvas, so that's what it looked like. And then next one, the top right, is the 2 layers of primed latex with sanding in between. Those are my 2 favorites. Top right being probably what I'm going to do for myself. So you guys see which ones you like the best. I hope that helps you. Thank you.